It's because I started to record a video, and I did go into the jungle temple, and I didn't realize I had my recording program set to my Stardew Valley profile, so it recorded all my audio, but I didn't get the Minecraft video capture. So I'm starting over on a second video here. Hopefully we'll have better luck on this one. But we did go into the jungle temple, and I found some new armor trim. I ended up applying it with I did lapis. I believe the armor trim that we found inside of there was the wild trim, maybe, if I remember that correctly. So, but I did happen across the cave that I was thinking of that was right on the edge of the jungle. I believe this is the one. I thought it was actually in the jungle, but I think this is the one because I can see the mine shaft right there. So we're gonna try to go down here and explore and see what we can find. After I went in the temple, I did go and explore the cave next to my house, the one that's underwater. And actually, I found a whole new area in there, which was kind of neat. There was some mine shafts that I had not been in, but I don't believe I've been in this cave at all yet, so I think this should be a good place to go to see if we can find anything new. Alright, so I'm gonna jump into the water here, and then, maybe we have actually been in here. I did clean out my inventory most of the way, so, oops. I should have quite a bit of room. And I mentioned this in the last video, but I'm not collecting any more iron because I really do not need any more. Oh, nice. So actually, I think that I was in this cave. Here's some diamonds, that's nice. I should have brought another fortune pickaxe with me because my pickaxe with the fortune on it is almost broken. But even if we were in here, we probably can find. And here's what I'm talking about right here. I was gonna say we can probably find some new things that we have not yet seen. I don't believe that we found this spawner before. Music discs. I think I already have that music disc, so I'm gonna leave that here. We've got some horse armor. I really don't think I need that either. Honestly, I think I have a whole bunch of iron horse armor and gold already, but I'll take it for now, and then we can always drop it if I need to make more room. Who are we kidding? I always need to make more room. I just live in a perpetual state of having a full inventory. This is unusual for me to have open slots. Yeah, so I don't really feel like I need any iron right now. I have a ton back at my house, so I'm gonna primarily, I'll pick up coal if I see it. I'll definitely collect diamonds, but I'm gonna try to leave those reflections were bugging me out. I thought there was stuff on the other side of the water over there. I'm gonna try to leave the iron for now because I don't need it. I did just realize that I just chopped those with my regular pickaxe and it doesn't have fortune. So that was kind of a waste. I probably missed a few. watch that, so I will mention it here as well. I opened a poll to see what you guys would want to see if I started playing a new game, like which one you would most prefer. And the three that I chose were Bethesda titles, so Skyrim was the first one, and then I also included Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is supposed to be, a fan favorite, pretty like a popular game, even though it's an older title, so I included that. Is this another? Wow, there's another spawner here. A dungeon. See if we can get a torch in there before they start spawning again. It looked like as of the last time I looked, the top vote was for Skyrim, which I'm pretty excited about that. It's one of my favorite games. But if you guys haven't, I think I only had a handful of people actually vote. So if you haven't had a chance to vote on it, head over to the community tab and cast your vote on that before I close up the voting for it. I left it open right now, so it is still available if you guys want to vote. But it looks like right now the winner is Skyrim. So we may be starting a new series and doing Skyrim soon. I do have a lot of mods on my Skyrim profile. I think my current profile on Nexus Mods says I have like almost 70 mods going on Skyrim. So I will probably try to, at least on the first video, I may try to clean up my profile a little so I'm not using as many. But also I will try to list the ones that I am using so that everybody's aware of what I have, because some of the mods that I have do change the game quite a bit. Some of them are just aesthetic things like hair packs and different things for creating your character, but I do have other ones that are game mechanics or storyline type things. My favorite mod that I have is a custom companion. It's the Kaiden mod, which originally was created by Liv Templeton, but it's been updated by an awesome group of people over the years. And they're continuing to update it. It's a custom voice follower, so the voice actor, Dan Lemon, is continually recording new lines of audio every time they do updates. And they're, fleshing out his story and adding more to it. So it's really an awesome mod, especially if you're somebody that's played the game a lot and you're looking for something to kind of refresh the game a little bit. Breathe new life into it. It's cool to have a character that has so much personality. Like, Kaiden is hilarious. He has a lot of really funny lines, and a lot of people complain about like Lydia, about how she's like has no personality, she's a potato. But I've really enjoyed having Kaiden because it is kind of like playing a whole new game. So I will probably be keeping him. I actually have not played through his storyline all the way yet. You can, if you're, interested, you can have this story be like a romance story where you can eventually marry him if you want to in the game, just like you can with some of the other NPCs. But you can also just have it be like a platonic companionship, and you can still go through the same storyline with him. So he's a lot of fun, and I'll definitely be keeping him. I'm trying to make my way back up the water here. mods that I am using, the ones that I decide to continue using. Okay, so where? Oh, there's the mine shaft. I was gonna say I wanted to check out the mine shaft. I need to be able to get up there. But yeah, I mean, I left the poll open, so we could still be doing another game. I was a little worried about, like, Fallout 4 or New Vegas if I'm trying to do ASMR, because those are not, very relaxing games. They're very, especially, Fallout 4 with, like, if you've played that, like, the ghouls they run super fast, which is a change from some of the other Fallout games. And they'll just, like, mob you and run at you, and it's kind of scary. So and there's a lot of, like, gunfire and that kind of thing. I don't know how relaxing that would really be, but I mean, I can always turn my volume settings down to account for that, if that's the type, if that's what everybody votes that they would like to see. I know personally, for me, that's what I would want to watch, would probably be between Fallout 4 or Skyrim. I do have some other cozy games, and similar to Minecraft or Stardew Valley, that are, like, more relaxing. I think I mentioned this in the last video too, but two of the ones I have that I haven't played yet are Coral Island and My Time at Sandrock. I had played My Time at Portia, if you guys are familiar with the My Time series. But I bought My Time at Sandrock, and I have not yet played that. So I do have those two, which may be options for future as well. I don't even know why I'm carrying beet seeds. I certainly don't need those. But yeah, cast your vote. I'd like to see what everybody thinks. If you haven't already, there was, as I said, a handful of people that did cast a vote. So if you did vote, I really appreciate it. I hear zombies. I just don't know where they are. Or name tags. I may take the powered rails and leave the rest, because that's what we needed the most when we were working on our mine. The minecart and the mines was the powered rails, and they take a little more in the way of resources to build them. So I think if I see those, it'd be worth it to take them. These dripstone stalactites are in the way here. Stalactites, stalagmites, both of them are both in my way. Alright, let's see. I'm no longer even in the mine now. It's a dead end. I run into a lot of dead ends and caves here. I was joking that I always end up in a cave in every single one of my videos. I think that that's pretty much true, with the exception of a couple of the ones from early on in the beginning when we were, like, building our house. I think I did have some of those where I didn't really go anywhere to do anything unless I was just collecting. There might have been some like, collecting resources. This cave is another one that's, like, very large. I'm not really seeing a lot of mobs, which is good. was waiting for that to fall. I thought, anytime here it's gonna fall on my head. Alright, so that actually does go up to another level up above there, but we'll stay down here for now. Alright. Our inventory is already full here. There's probably a few things I could get rid of, but I also was working in my barn in the last video with the animals. Like, I was breeding some of the animals, and I had totally forgotten that we put our little nether wart garden in there down in that basement area. So I was able to harvest and replant some of the nether wart. And I mentioned that I would really like to make some red nether brick and build something out of that. But I don't really know at this point what I would like to build. If you guys have any suggestions, I was thinking I could, like, you know, maybe add some brick to my barn or something. But we could also do a totally new building if it looks like there actually is another side over there. I think I'm gonna try to make my way across this. Oh my, well, we're not going that way. Jeez. Alright, let's try. Let's try the other side. If you have any suggestions about what I should build, let me know what your thoughts are, because I know that you use nether wart in a lot of the potions too. Like, to make the base potion, which is like the awkward potion, you need nether wart as one of the ingredients. And then the awkward potion mixes with a lot of the other, you know, you add things to an awkward potion to make something else. So I have not really ever made any potions, but I do know that much about it. Alright. This looks like just a bunch of lava, but there is water over this way, so this may be where I already was, because it looks, oh no, there's lava down here. I was gonna say it looks like it's well lit, but I think it's just the lava down at the bottom. Look at that creeper. I'm gonna try to go away from him. Alright, well, we were able to find some diamonds, and I actually found, oh look, here's a geode. I actually did find a lot of diamonds in the last run into, we ended up going into that cave next to my house. Well, I ended up going in there, nobody else could see it, unfortunately. It was a bummer. It was the first jungle temple I had found, and I didn't get a recording of it, which just kind of stinks, but I felt kind of bad because I ended the last video and, like, hyped it up, like, okay guys, we're gonna go in the temple in the next one, and then I feel like that was false advertising, so sorry about that, guys. It was my own fault. I didn't check my settings on my recording, unfortunately. I was trying to figure out, I felt kind of stupid because I went into the temple and I couldn't figure out how to flip nice leather pants. Oh wow, he fell way down there. I was trying to flip those switches to get I assume that opens like a door, or does it just disable the traps? I guess I don't know. And I couldn't figure out how to so that it wouldn't. I ended up just busting through the wall to get to that secret room. Oops. Which, I mean, it worked, and actually there was the first mine that I went into, or the first cave, there was actually a cave directly under the temple. So I dug down in the jungle temple and ended up in a cave, which was interesting. This looks like it goes outside here, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. If I could get over to that side. Let's see if we can get out this way. It looks like we're coming out in, I don't know, this looks like savanna grass to me. Wow, that's okay. That's pretty far away from where we went in, I think. I don't know, here's the jungle. Maybe it's not. It's like over here this way. Yeah, right over here. And so it really wasn't that far. Alright, I'm gonna try to find a way around this huge crevasse here. It's like the Grand Canyon. It's fairly long, so I was just curious. I wanted to go back to the jungle to see if there was another cave that... What's this? I think that's just like a canyon. Well, I do have to say the upside of that cave was I did not encounter nearly as many creepers, I don't think. Great, now I'm on fire. I wanted to take some of these Lily of the Valley. I don't know if we have any more of them, but they're the ones that you can get white dye from. I wonder if there's any bees in that nest. Oh, I do hear some. So I guess that answers my question. It was funny because initially I came into the jungle looking for the cave, and we came across the jungle temple instead, which was unexpected. But I still think, I don't know, maybe that's the cave I was thinking of with the big mine shaft across there. I'm pretty sure there was another one that I saw but did not go into, though. And I clearly, if I was down in that one, there's still more areas that could be explored in there, I'm sure, but look at this. This is one of those areas where it's like trees, but there might be a pit underneath there. Yeah, look at danger. It's like totally hidden. I don't know if this actually goes. Oops. I don't know if this actually goes anywhere though, or if this is just. Oh, actually. It might. I thought I could run water so that I had a way to get down if there was a big drop off, but I don't actually know if there is or not. I probably should just go back to my it's diamonds. The only thing I can collect is stuff that I have already in like a partial stack started. There's a lot of iron in here. Look at all of it. I'm gonna follow my rule. I'm not gonna mine it. I do not have a spot in my inventory to even carry it, so we're not gonna do it. I'm actually getting a little tired of dripstone at this point because it does make it a little bit hard to like maneuver. You have to climb over, and then sometimes you jump and you're falling on the stalagmites, and then you take damage. It's not much damage, but it does make kind of a loud, annoying sound, so I don't really like that all that much. It's the same sound as if you fall off of something. I'm sorry if you guys can hear more background noise than usual. I have an air conditioner running upstairs in my house, and there's also a fan going. So hopefully it'll be more like white noise for you guys and it won't be too loud. I was thinking it would have been nice if I had a bucket. It would have been easy to, but I do not have one right now. It would have been easy to just drop a water bucket there and fall down and through it. Hopefully you guys will not hear too much. You may hear the fan, but hopefully you don't hear much out of the chickens. They have been closed up recently because we've had a fox that's been roaming around. I think he lives somewhere near our house. And we lost 2 chickens, unfortunately. The fox are tricky because they're kind of like a cat or a dog, where sometimes if they kill something, they just do it to play. Like they will go around and kill every single one of your chickens, and they're not just doing it for food. Like they will just leave the chickens there and run away. So they're pretty dangerous. They have a reputation for being known to go after chickens, I know that, but I do like to be able to let the chickens out. I hate to keep them cooped up all the time if I can't go out, but I've been trying to simply let them out when I'm actually going to be out in the yard, because I know that the fox will not come around if I'm physically outside or if my kids are outside. This looks really cool over here. There's like lava running into a pool of water. It looks kind of neat. Alright, let's see. What do we have that I can stack here? So anyway, they're not like right outside the window or anything now because they're cooped up a little bit away from the house. I still forgot to use my fortune pickaxe. Oh well. Alright. goes down here quite a ways. There's a little like trench here. Wow. Oops. I'm just trying to place some torches so it's not as dark over here. It's, there's a lot of light over here, but not so much over here. I think it's a little better now, actually. Here's some more diamonds. I'm still not using the right pickaxe. It may be a moot point anyway because it's about to break, so I don't know how much more. Why is this gravel floating here like that? It's kind of strange. Another dead end. I'm gonna take this way a little bit and see. Oh, that's what I was wondering, is if it would open back up into the main part of that cavern. Oh, this is like a really narrow area here. I was gonna say, I think oh, there goes my pickaxe, my fortune one. I believe I have some more at home, but I have to go back to my house to get one, which means it's probably not worth spending much more time in here because my inventory's full, and I don't think it's worth mining diamonds without a fortune pickaxe at this point. So let's actually I'm gonna teleport back to my house and then I'll catch up with you guys in a moment. Alright, so we're back. We went to sleep. I can put away some of this junk that I've collected. Not junk, obviously. All of the stuff that I'm carrying I thought was useful. I don't know how useful it actually will be, however, time will tell, I guess. Alright, I'm not sure if I had, like, rails somewhere. Oh, look at all the rails I still have. I have a ton. Yeah, I definitely do not need to pick those up. I think that the texture for the ladders and the rails is almost the same, except for the side pieces. It looks very similar to me. I don't have any more wood. I picked up some cocoa beans in the jungle, but I don't have any jungle wood. I probably should have gotten some while we were in there. None of those are full right now. I actually emptied them out. I filled buckets earlier, so that's why they're not full. No, do not go in my house. Why? Why do these bees keep going in here? I do not understand. Come on. I don't know what it is inside my house that they want to go after, but there's always one. If I forget to shut the door, there's always one in there. Okay, I think we're getting, a fair number of days now, but I just have to keep watching because they seem to be, like, I think I have a lot and then they just slowly disappear, so, oops. I was not intending to plant that. I think I got them all. Alright, so I will throw the rest of these back in here. I picked up some of the amethyst because I thought, let's see, do I have these are snow blocks. I'm trying to figure out where to put the amethyst because I don't think I have enough to actually, like, give it its own barrel. But I thought it would be kind of cool to do some of the armor trim with amethyst, so that's why I grabbed some of that. I probably should have grabbed more from that geode, but oh well. I don't really know where to put. Do we have glowberries? We do have glowberries in here already. Okay. I was gonna say don't know where to put glowberries, but I guess the place where I put them previously was in with the flowers. I have a couple of those lily at the valley, but not very many because we use them to make the white concrete for our house, so there's not very many left at this point. I think you can, I believe we talked about this before, but I think you can use bone meal to make white dye too. However, I try not to do that because I feel like it's a waste of the resource because you can use bone meal to grow trees and different things. So to me, it doesn't seem like it really makes sense to use it to make dye when there's an alternative. Yeah, see, we already had a lot of that. The iron looks kind of ugly, like, I think the diamond looks really cool, and so does the gold. There we go. Alright, now we're pretty well cleaned out. I think I'm cleaned out, and then I go to do something, and it's literally like 5 minutes, and my inventory's full again. Oh, I have some XP here from the bees. Alright, I think, let me try to get a fortune pickaxe, because I believe we have some already. Fortune 2. Fortune 2. Well, let's use our fortune. I guess we'll use the fortune 2. We do have a fortune 3, but I would rather just save that for now. I think all of these are pretty much grown all the way up here. They look to be. When I checked earlier, they were not all. They had not grown all the way, so I left them alone for the time being because I didn't want to. I just wanted to wait until they were all fully grown. Alright, I think we may have only had one row of carrots, so I'm thinking let's just get that out of the way and fill up our hunger. I'm gonna do a couple extras of the carrots. I'm trying to do alternating rows of all the crops because it's supposed to make the crops grow faster, from what I've heard. Okay, potatoes. Let's do wheat in the center. We actually could use another, like a whole nother area for wheat, I think, because it seems like I just don't have enough wheat ever. Like, I have a barrel in the house, but there's really not that much. There's like more seeds than there is actual wheat in there. I did make some of the wheat into hay bales because was here and he just wouldn't leave. Like, if you guys remember from the end of the previous video, he was there and I kept telling him to go. Well, he was still here, and his llamas made their way in my house, and then they couldn't get back out the door because it was too low. So I don't know how they can walk in but not walk back out. Don't ask me how that works, but they were stuck in my house. So I made some. At first I had to break my door so that it was tall enough for them to go out, and then I made some of the wheat into hay bales so that they would follow me, because that's like what they like to eat is hay bales. I'm not even sure with llamas. I don't know if they'll eat regular hay. Okay. I'm not saving any of these seeds because I have so many already. So I'll just finish doing this, and then it looks like it might be starting to get dark already. It's like evening time. Yeah, so we'll probably just wrap it up. Alright, that was perfect. We had the perfect number. Alright, so let's wrap it up here for today. Don't forget to go and vote in the poll if you guys haven't done that yet. The next video will probably be another Stardew Valley, but I'm trying to alternate between, so I will be back again with another Minecraft one soon, I think. And of course, as always, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it.